Hi, everybody. Good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you're um, watching this video from. I wanted to talk about the energies right now. It's been a little different, very odd. Um, Today, I actually had to go to a meeting, a parent meeting at 7, and it was driving west. And then while I was driving west, the sun looked very different, and I was wearing my sunglasses. Um, and I know they're UV, right? So they protect you from the UV lights of the sun. But this part of the sun was very different. When it was like I was seeing that it was like directing a ray of codes, rainbow codes. And it was funny because when I was driving, I was able to see like the rainbow ray, and it would be going like straight directly at me. And I thought I was like, the sun's trying to communicate right now. And it really was. It was, I felt it. It was like felt different. It felt like it was sending me frequency. And on the way back from paying attention to the meeting, on the way back on the road, I started feeling like my forehead kind of like massaging itself, or like little movements, pops. And I was like, okay, definitely, like, it's true what they say about sun gazing in the morning and sun gazing in the evening, because that's literally what happened. I was forced to sun gaze in the evening, and my third eye got activated. So I wanted to see, and here we go. I was gonna pull on the energies that the sun was sending out, because it was really communicating some sort of energy towards me. And there it goes, the transmutation card, 44. Okay. And then 4 plus 4 equals 8. So it's like there's definitely in the collective, and not only the collective, because the sun is part of our galaxy, of our universe, and there's like a major transition, not just with humans, with the whole globe, with the whole, however you want to call it, the you know how in the Bible it says like that we are in a globe, or in a, like in a half dome. I don't know what it's called. I can't think about it right now, but let's see what else comes out. And snake energy has been really big right now. Big medicine, and again, it's dualistic. So again, there in the Bible, it was used for good and bad. And in shamanism, it's the shedding of the skin. We, by the end of the year, it's gonna look so different. It's gonna look so different for us. Let's see, what else was the sun sending over? What frequency was he sending over? In the bottom. Okay, we have the crossroads. That's what I'm picking up. But then again, it's friendship. And again, with another 8, the X. On the top card, we have Saturn, karmic path, another 8, 8, 8, 8. Can you guys? Whoa. Okay, so we have Saturn, again, karmic path with a number 8. We have transmute, with another 8, with the 40, with the master number 44. And then we have the crossroads, the Two of Wands. We could even see the Two of Swords here, kind of thing, with the collective, friendship. I say the 11th house, the collective, um, with a number 8. So I see here the collective is going through a big shed due to the cosmos. If the cosmos change, we change. As as um, as below, as above, so below, so within, so without, kind of thing. So let's keep pulling. I have more to say, but what else with this? So I've been feeling like there's gonna be a big pivotal moment in October and um in November. I really think this is gonna be a core memory for the collective, another shakeup. And again, it's karmic because with karmic relationships, we grow, and it makes us go through these things that we don't want to, but we have to to get wiser, to grow our intuitive, to wake us up, to activate us. Because as when you work out, like me right now, I've been working out and I've been in pain because I'm sore. And again, that's another thing that clicked in my mind. No pain, no gain, right? No pain, no gain. And that's one thing about people with spiritual gifts or spiritual inclined. It's people who've been through a lot of traumatic experiences. That's usually the what's it called? The corporate, the pivot that you go through these things that activate something in you, that you start using your sixth sense. And the same thing shown where I just saw Deadpool, and it should the first one for the first time. And again, these are not my type of movies. My oldest son made me watch it with him, and it's funny because they put this mutation cell in him, or this mutation DNA, to give him some type of power, and it depends on your type of blood, your DNA, to get this mutation. And they literally had to make him suffer, literally, like low key make him suffocate and have him think he's gonna die to activate this. And he went through all this pain of like lashing and wounding, but what actually had him um, activate this mutation cell and convert all his body and transform was a point of no oxygen, and for his heart to kind of change its rhythm. It literally like restarted his heart, and boom, like he became this mutant. So what's going, a little bit of energy of the collective on this transitional period. And we are going through this transitional period, this transition of being vulnerable. And I got the I'm seeing that like the powers that were, and I like to say that because they're not gonna be in power forever. They're like squeezing us like a lemon, squeezing us and keep squeezing us into our last juice drops. And some of us are gonna be able to handle it, and I think a lot of our Saturn people will, but some won't. Some people are gonna go through a hard time, and it depends just how you go and take this transition period. Um, like for me, they're saying in 2020, a lot of us are gonna go through what some sort of loop of what we went through in 2020. And for me, I wasn't working. I was in unemployment. I was working on my art, things like that. And you know what? I'm going through something similar right now. And a lot, and then just remember what you were going through 2020. And I know the collective was going through a big shakeup with the big, you know what I'm talking about. We don't talk we don't talk about that. And God forbid we go through something like that again. But again, this transition is like a second opportunity, a second. They're telling me, what will you do different now? If the collective goes through the same kind of traumatic experience, this is not going to be our first rodeo now. What will you do different if they all of a sudden try to cause chaos again between all of us? What will we do? Because they're already letting us know there's another virus. How will you respond? wiser, or how a lot of us responded the last time. So this card flew, and we're going to see what it is together. The High Priestess. The High Priestess came out. And this card to me in this reading is about having discernment. It's about being close to God in your own way, speaking to Him, knowing how He connects with you. Because when you're a high priestess, you have discernment, you're sovereign, and you know with your intuition, you know when something is not right. You follow it, and you know what? This is what kept me away from a lot of things during 2020. My intuition, my abilities, my gut, and my and not doubting myself, not doubting what I was getting when everyone else was spreading fear, guilt, all kinds of craziness towards me, making me feel bad for a lot of things for my choice, my body, my choice, right? I followed what I felt in my heart and my gut and my third eye to the T, not caring what anyone said. And this is what's going to get us through the rest of the year. It's time as a collective to work on our third eye. Of course, be rooted, be grounded, but it's time not to feel guilty for what you get. It's not time to feel bad if you're changing your ways, if you're going the untraditional side, because sometimes that's the way God connects to us. Okay? And I don't know about you, but in Bible lore, He never connected to the goody two shoes who follow the rules. Just saying. So, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Caballero of Espadas. And that's the thing, a lot of the collective right now is and on edge. Okay? They're ready to fight. It's go, go, go. In the bottom, we see here like a war going on, fire, the different people at each other, just ready to, people are on edge, ready to kind of like preparing and preparing to fight, not just preparing for defense mode and more energy. We've been through enough. A lot of the collective has just been through enough. We feel it. It's like we're wise and we just been through all that we just know to not let our emotions win, and we know exactly what we want and how we expect things to go. We are strong. Okay, but when I see her, the Queen of Swords, it's like the queen that's more masculine out of all of them. And she's ready to kind of like also like be ready for battle if it's needed. Okay. And I keep hearing as well as, I don't know what period of this year we are, if we're in the second quarter going through the third, but I keep hearing the model for this year for us should be finish the fourth quarter strong. I don't know if you guys like football, but a lot of teams don't win because they let loose or they stop being focused in the last quarter. And I keep hearing finish the fourth quarter strong. And unfortunately, 2024 didn't come to play. It's really been revolutionary in its own way. Because a lot of us are going through a lot of things that we didn't expect at all. It was literally unexpected, unexpected. A lot of worlds were turned upside down. This year was a portal. A quantum jump for the soul and the conscious. We got the Four Cups. A lot of the collective is over it. We're just indifferent. We're just what's gonna happen next. Okay, let's just record it, I guess. All we have as friends is our phones. And we're just gonna see like where this takes us. Let's see what's up in the timeline. And then this card popped out. Yeah. Everyone's just trying to save money, be safe, collect their bag, mean mugging. And I feel this in the collective. Like everyone's just like out to get theirs and see how they just trap what their blessings. And look, again, 4-4. Everyone's just trying to grasp and somehow get the ropes of stability. And that's, I think, what's really like shaking our world, because we're not going through the change. This transition is uncomfortable, but they want us to understand that it's needed, because the more we grasp to these false timelines that we just don't belong anymore, we're gonna get dragged. Advice for the collective. I know it sounds a little cliche, but they really want us to be more in love, be more in community, show each other love, be compassionate. Remember, this is our second opportunity, and whatever it's coming up during elections. It's our second opportunity to unite, to work as one, and not act like we did in 2020. I keep hearing that. This is our second opportunity. The loop and the infinity symbol. Are we going to keep going in this karmic path in the coil, or we're going to stand up like a cobra and evolve, transcend, transmute? It's up to you, collective. Peace and love.